Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. And today I am going to do a divine feminine read. And we're just going to get it started. So today while I was getting up and doing some schoolwork, I was looking for things to watch, and that was more on the spiritual side of things. And I've been seeing this documentary slash movie on Netflix being popped up. Not popped up, being mentioned by multiple people, and it's called My Mother's Garden. And it's just black women telling their stories and where they came from, and how did the maternal lineage help them become who they are today, and how to honor your ancestors for everything that they've done for you, and what is it like to be a black woman in today's age, and how do you love yourself, how do you show yourself gratitude, how do you show yourself self-love, and how do you how do you become you, what are you working on. And they mentioned how black women have always been the backbone of America, how if you go down generation and generation, you'll see how a sacrifice a black woman has had to make for the betterment of others. And it's very well known that black women, we put everybody before ourselves. We'll be a mom first, we'll be an aunt first, we'll be a cousin first, we'll be whatever your occupation is, we'll be a beautician, we'll be your hairstylist, we'll be your confidant, we'll be your friend, we will be your therapist. We'll be whatever you need us to be, because we have been trained over so many, I wouldn't even say trained is the proper word, put in this box of the main provider, the person that can make things happen, the fixer. And they ask the question of when do we have time to, when do we put ourselves first, when do we do what we need to do to heal and be what we need for ourselves. And we're everything for everybody else but ourselves. And I just found that so inspirational. And I found that even me sitting now, and this was back in 2020 when this document was filmed, and it just resonated with me so bad. And when I was meditating, I was like, okay, I was like, let me just do a divine feminine read. Let me see where the collective is at this time. And it looks like those generational things are still cycling itself out. Right here we have mask, hiding our true divine selves, shrinking ourselves so that we can fit in with the norm, so we can fit in with society, so we can be what we need to be for other people, to show up small. They spoke on patriarchy. They spoke on the white population, blacks built America. We had to shrink ourselves so that we can get accepted and not get killed or not get raped or whatever it was to be, even shrink, even in my generation, high school, junior high, I shrunk myself. I assimilated to what was around me, and I went to a predominantly white school just so I could blend in and be accepted, and I wouldn't have any hardships. The letter 9 can be significant. You can be 18 years old. You still have a very pure aura around you. See how she's wearing white, and white is all throughout this card. Some of y'all can have multiple personalities. But there's growth and abundance around you. You are the star, there are stars around here. You are, that's kind of crazy, because I was, Lupe Fiasco, Superstar, just came to me while I was meditating, and I was singing it, and it was you are who you, are you who you really are? If you this superstar, then show it, do not belittle yourself to fit the needs of society. And I do feel like with healing being such a more of an accepting thing nowadays, you know, those cycles that get passed down from generation, the generational curses, are still being passed down. But I think now more than anything, like a lot of people are realizing that, hey, like there is some healing that I need to do. And this has been passed down from generation to generation. I see this in my mom. I see this in my grandmother. I see, ooh. Ooh. I see this, like, I see the pattern. I see, what needs to be done. Like, what do I need to change? And then some people are just chosen and they kind of just pushed into it. And, healing, like I said, is never linear. It's never as simple as the TV shows make it seem. I'm just gonna go with these because it is never as simple as they make it seem. Something can be like slowing you down at this time. Something is probably causing you to pause and reflect and, to go behind that mask and really sit with yourself and see like where you are as a whole. Where are you at, within yourself? Do you feel like you are being yourself? Do you feel like you're boxed in? Do you feel like, you are guarded? So some of you guys probably need to let your guard down and, let out that mask and be free and celebrate yourself and, enjoy being you, enjoy your abundance and really thrive in yourself. Some of you guys can be facing some type of grief at this moment and it can cause you to be in that box, but break free from that. Ground yourself, stabilize yourself, be present, know that there is always a tomorrow. Know that, that situation is a moment and you have to be able to go past those scars and properly heal them. And not just put a band-aid over them, y'all. Like a lot of people nowadays, that's why they keep saying hurt people. Like this generation is just hurt people, hurting people. There's no true healing. There's no true grounding within self. There's no self-love. There is no true balance within self. So then they can't give balance. They can't reciprocate the energy with somebody else. Like if you see here with the Lover's card, there's a woman and a male, but as you guys know that we're both, all humans have masculine and feminine energy. So there is a balance within you of where, you carry both of those energies. And you have to be able to find balance within yourself and let go of that negative energy. Know that you are a healer, and sometimes being a healer doesn't mean that you have to be all these titles that you carry. Sometimes you have to be a healer for yourself. Sometimes you have to give that love and that guidance that you give to other people. You have to give it to yourself, and you have to be able to, let go. Sometimes I feel like it's easier to forgive other people than it is to forgive yourself. You hold yourself, and you don't even be knowing it sometimes. You hold yourself at such a high regard that, when you do, mess up, or when you do, some fucked up shit, or when you make decisions that weren't so bright, you really, hold this grudge against yourself, and it honestly causes you internal grief and you don't even know it. And it sets you back so many steps because, you're not giving yourself. Forgiving is love if you think about it. Forgiving someone is giving them love. And like I said, love comes in different shapes. It comes in different forms. It doesn't mean I forgive you and you can you can be back in my life and we buddy cool. But no, forgiving you is extending love, to you that, I don't hold that in my heart. I don't hold that anger, that resentment, those low vibrational ass feelings. I don't hold that in my heart. So You know, you have to extend that to yourself. Like, you know, that grief, you know, let that go. You can be 29 as well. 15 is here. You can be born on the 15th. You can be born on the 29th. Today is the 29th. 3 is here. 3 is communication. So maybe, you know, that grief. So yeah, 3 of Cups, 3. Maybe there needs to be some type of communication. You can journal, let things out, you know, write a letter to your higher self, or you can be some type of communication with an outside person, an outside factor that, you know, you need to let go and heal that wounded healer. Like, you know, maybe there's something that needs to be said that you need to let out and heal. Ace of Swords, that just speaks on abundance. Like, you know, everything will be all right. Like power, strength. Forgiving yourself is probably like one of the hardest things you would potentially have to do, because, you know, like, you have to sit with yourself. Don't nobody gotta sit with you. Don't nobody gotta, you know, value you like you. You know, you gotta live with yourself. You gotta hold yourself accountable. You gotta look at yourself in the mirror. Love can wait. I think when this comes out, love can wait, especially with this thing, I would say, like, you know, external love can wait. Give that love that you've been given to other people, whether it be your children, whether it be your husband, your boyfriend, you know, whether it be your best friend, your siblings, your mom, your dad, your grandma, whatever it is, the love that you have extended out to them, give it to yourself. Get in nature, get grounded, 333, like I was saying, you know, tap in, you know, to now. Be present with now, you know. Keep yourself rooted. When you are rooted, you know, you're stable, and it's hard to, like, maneuver you in any type of way. Like, you know, you're stable within yourself. Start that spiritual journey, you know. Like, it's not crystals and roses and angels and stuff. It really does get you in the nitty-gritty of yourself and, you know, get you to your higher self. The shit hurts, but it's good for you. Solo date, take yourself out, show yourself that self-love, give yourself that abundance, give yourself that attention, even if it's just a margarita at Applebee's, or you go to Ruth Chris and, you know, ball out on yourself, or if it's you take yourself on a shopping date, you know, and you get a couple things, get yourself some shoes, you know, go for a spa day, go get a massage, go get your nails and your feet done, a facial. Eat healthy, you know, like, I'm a firm believer that you gain and you lose more. Like, you lose more weight in the kitchen, but you gain more. You know, food is energy. This is what I'm saying. Food is energy. So it's like, you know, when you're eating healthy, you're giving yourself good energy. You're giving yourself love. You're giving yourself high vibrations. Get some beauty rest. It's reversed, so maybe the collective needs to just get some rest. Like, you know, turn your phone off for one day, you know, turn your alarm off and just sleep. You know, maybe, you know, stay inside the house. Like, you know, maybe you're giving your energy just to too many things right now. You need to give it to yourself, and sometimes that means just staying put and chilling out for a little bit. And then, you know, get in alignment. Ace Hood and Shayla Marie is one of my favorite couples. But, you know, you can tell they're in alignment. So maybe the relationship that you're currently in, or the relationships that you have around you, are not in alignment, and that can cause you some grief. That can cause you, you know, to wear a mask. Maybe you're dealing with people that don't really fit with who you are as a person, but you put up with it because for some reason you feel like it's benefiting you, but it's not. And stop the toxic thinking, you know. Be positive. Don't let that negative energy get to you, and just keep moving forward. Temporary stagnation. I can't speak. Temporary stagnation is just that. It's temporary. Turn your negative thoughts into positivity, and watch how everything around you just turns around. And balance your root chakra. Like I said, you need to focus on grounding yourself and being more present in today's time. You know, worry about today. Worry about what you can do for yourself today. Worry about what connections you can make for today. What can you heal for today? Be patient. Everything is in divine timing. Trust the unknown. Trust the steps that you can't see, but keep walking forward. And just be patient. I'm patient. Patience is not my strong point, but it's something that I have to work with myself every single day. But I know with that, like, everything will work out in my favor, and it will for you guys too. All right, y'all. I hope this helped, and I will see y'all next time. Mwah.